Did you know that Volkswagen was established in 1937 as part of Nazi leader Adolf Hitler's desire to provide German households with their first motor car? Well, when it comes to premium cars, the first brand that comes to mind is Volkswagen. You're certainly aware that Volkswagen is one of the world's largest automobile manufacturers. However, you may not be aware that the Volkswagen Group owns a number of other renowned automobile brands, like Audi, Skoda, Bugatti, Lamborghini, Ducati, and Porsche. It is the giant that has $650 billion in assets. Welcome to Wealthy Mindset, where we explore unique and breathtaking angles from the world of money, economics, personal finance, and investing. But before we dive into it, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, click on the bell icon right there so you never miss any of our subsequent videos. Given the time and place, it's hardly surprising that the German government, notably Adolf Hitler, manufactured the car to inculcate a feeling of nationalism throughout the country. The German government owned it and named it Volkswagen Work, which means People's Car Company. The German Labor Front operated it in Wolfsburg, Germany. The German Labor Front recruited Austrian automotive engineer Ferdinand Porsche, who was responsible for the car's initial design in 1934, and construction was laid for a new plant in the state of Lower Saxony in 1938. Before scale manufacturing could commence, World War II broke out in 1939, and the company was reconfigured to manufacture military weapons and machinery. Volkswagen's military intervention made its plant a target for Allied bombs, and by the end of the war, the factory lay in ruins. To make matters worse, Ferdinand Porsche was imprisoned in France for his involvement with Adolf Hitler. When the Nazi government came to an end in 1945, the British military government commissioned the company to assemble 20,000 Volkswagen Beetles. Volkswagen was taken over by the West German government in 1949, and by that time, the company had manufactured more than half of the country's passenger cars. Volkswagen has been a pioneer in the automobile industry, initially establishing its control over Germany's domestic car market and then expanding to the worldwide market in 1950. Sales in most international countries were brisk, but sales in the US were relatively slow due to the car's tiny size, odd rounded edges, and historical ties to Nazi Germany. In 1959, Doyle Dane Bernbach, an American advertising firm, was appointed to represent Volkswagen of America, which was founded in 1955. The outcome was a groundbreaking marketing campaign that helped publicize the car as the Beetle, emphasizing its small size and unique form as a customer benefit. The marketing was a huge success, and the Beetle became the most popular imported car in the United States for many years. Other rear-engine cars with more modern designs were manufactured by the company, and none have been as popular as the Beetle. Volkswagen bought Audi in 1965 following the success of the Beetle. The company's increasingly unstable finances, along with competition from compact vehicles with more sophisticated layouts, forced a shift towards manufacturing better contemporary and faster car designs. And in the 1970s, Volkswagen began phasing in front-engine drive models with front wheel. The first of these new vehicles was the fleeting K70, which debuted in 1970, and in 1973 it was succeeded by the Passat. The Golf, which was launched in 1974, was perhaps the most noteworthy one. The Golf was an overnight success, practically replacing the Beetle in the Volkswagen lineup and eventually becoming the company's best-selling car globally. They also acquired a 75% ownership in SEAT, a Spanish automobile manufacturer, in the 1980s. Volkswagen acquired Bentley, Lamborghini, and Bugatti in 1988. They also brought Skoda to its lineup in 2000. Scania was acquired in 2008. They bought Italdesign Giugiaro, an Italian design and engineering enterprise, in 2010. Italdesign Giugiaro is known for designing vehicles for brands such as BMW, Chevrolet, Ferrari, Hyundai, Ford, Fiat, Lexus, and many others. In 2012, Audi, a Volkswagen affiliate, acquired Ducati, an Italian motorbike company. After overtaking Toyota Motor Corporation in 2015, Volkswagen temporarily claimed the title of the world's largest automobile manufacturer by production. Shortly after, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, revealed that Volkswagen's diesel-powered cars had software that modified the vehicle's functionality in order to pass emissions testing, resulting in problematic public relations for the company. Volkswagen confessed to installing the defeat device and issued a global recall for over 10 million vehicles. Volkswagen owned close to 8% of the worldwide automobile market share in 2020, second only to Toyota of Japan. Volkswagen was placed in the top 10 most valued car manufacturing companies a year later, just ahead of Porsche. However, the COVID-19 pandemic had an influence on their performance. In 2020, the company was expected to deliver 9.3 million vehicles, but instead, global deliveries declined by roughly 15% year over year, particularly in Western Europe and South America, which experienced the worst drops. In 2020, China accounted for over 40% of global deliveries. Between 2019 and 2020, deliveries to China decreased by about 9%. Nevertheless, despite the COVID-19 outbreak, the company supplied 9.3 million vehicles globally. As of 2022, they have over 100 manufacturing sites scattered across 27 big nations, with a combined asset value of over $600 billion. Well, as we can see, Volkswagen is not only a very successful brand, but it also has an interesting background. Its history has been a whirlwind of triumph and tragedy. It has prevailed over World War II, evolved from a Cold War enterprise in a divided Germany, and today is the owner of some of the most renowned vehicles ever created. If you enjoyed this video, slap a like on it and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest business trends and interesting facts. You can also turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any of our mind-blowing videos. We'll catch you in the next one. Until then, bye!